Yeah, for everybody. It's the land of
Yeah.
opportunities, right? That's why they call it the land of the opportunities. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go ahead and review the family because we're gonna do some exercises. Okay, now the exercise is gonna be, you know, for you to create a connection, a relationship. Like you're gonna connect the dots and determine, like what's the relationship between each person. Okay, so Camila, I want you to repeat after me: father,
Father,
mother,
mother,
son,
son,
daughter,
daughter,
children,
children,
husband,
husband, wife,
brother,
brother,
sister.
sister,
Then we have grandfather,
grandfather,
grandmother,
grandmother,
uncle,
uncle,
aunt,
aunt,
cousin,
cousin,
niece,
niece,
nephew.
nephew.
So let's exercise this. Before exercising, okay, let's have in mind that there is a particular term for both father and mother, right? So father and mother together are your parents, right? So my parents are my father and my mother, right? When it's husband and wife, the term that you use is spouses, okay? When it's about your grandfather and your grandmother, it's grandparents, both of them together, my grandparents. When you say my grandparents, it's my grandfather and my grandmother. It's one term for both. Siblings for brother and sister, children for son and daughter. Okay. Now we have another type of family, which is your family in law. You have your father in law and you have your mother in law. Okay. These are your wife's parents. And you also have son in law and daughter in law. And if you have father in law, son in law, mother in law, daughter in law, you also have brother in law and sister in law. Okay. So this is your wife's family or your husband's family. Does that make sense? Perfect. So now let's combine all this. Let's exercise this. Let's connect the dots so we can get to the conclusion and see what family member we're talking about. So let's practice this, right? So my brother's name is Freddie. He has a wife. Her name is Jessica. Jessica's father is Ted. Ted is Freddie's. Andy, I want you to answer this one. Ted is Freddie's what? Take your time. Read it again. My brother's name is Freddie. Okay. He has a wife. Her name is Jessica. Jessica's father is Ted. Ted is Freddie's.
That is Freddy's father-in-law, right?
There you go. Ted is Freddie's father-in-law. Perfect. Right. So Camilo, let's do this one. My father has a brother. Okay. My father has a brother, and his name is Roger. Roger has two children, Rose and Mark. Mark's mother is named Elizabeth. Elizabeth is mine.
And my uncle, my aunt,
Elizabeth, there you go.
and
Elizabeth is my aunt. Yes, sir. You're correct. Elizabeth is my aunt, right? Arturo, pay attention to this. Jason has two siblings, Mary and Alexander. Alexander has a wife. Her name is Rita. Rita is Jason's. Take your time. Arturo. Is Arturo? Arturo is gone? Yeah, he's
no,
gone. Okay. He's gone, right? Okay.
yes,
Yeah. So Marco, let's do this one. Jason has two siblings, Mary and Alexander. Alexander has a wife. Her name is Rita. Rita is Jason's. Take your time. Take your time, read it so you can connect the dots. Jason has two siblings, Mary and Alexander. Okay, that means, Marco, that Mary is Jason's sister, and Alexander is Jason's brother. Okay, because Jason has 2 siblings, right?
Yeah.
Now, Alexander
As
has a wife. Her name is Rita. Okay, Rita is Jason's.
I don't remember this sense.
Say it in Spanish.
La cuñada.
Sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
Okay, Rita is Jason's sister-in-law. Go ahead and read it, Marco.
Rita
Marco,
is
read the
Jason's
sentence.
sister-in-law.
Rita is Jason's, apóstrofe de propiedad, Jason's sister-in-law, right? Okay, Andy, let's go with this one. My grandmother's name is Sarah. My grandmother's name is Sarah. She has 3 sons, Brandon, Bruce, and my father. Bruce has 2 daughters. They are my?
Cousins.
There you go. They are my cousins. Good job. Perfect. Camilo, my wife's name is Alicia. Alicia's parents are Monica and Greg. Greg has a son, Mike. Mike is my?
Son-in-law.
Mike is my brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Okay. Because remember, like Alicia's parents are Monica and Greg. Greg has a son, Mike. So Mike is my brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Right? There you go. Perfect. So, Marco, my mother has a sister. Her sister's name is Dora. Dora has a daughter, Michelle. Michelle is my mother's.
My cousin.
Cousin es primo. ¿Qué sería, Marco?
Dora has a daughter. La hija de mi tía, ¿no?
Ok. Entonces, ¿qué sería de tu mamá, Michelle? Si Michelle es la hija de tu tía, ¿qué sería Michelle de tu mamá?
Bueno, la sobrina.
Okay, say it. Michelle is my mother's
Mother's-in-law.
niece. Andy, Tom is Kelly's husband. Richard is Tom's father. Patricia is Richard's wife. Kelly is Richard's.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna.
Yeah, take your time. Connect the dots. Tom is Kelly's husband. Okay, Tom has a wife, and his wife's name is Kelly. Okay, Tom husband, Kelly wife. Okay, we're good. Perfect. Now Kelly, okay, Richard is Tom's father. So Tom has a father, right? So Richard is Tom's father. You see? So far, so good. We have Tom, husband, Kelly, wife. Richard is Tom's father. Okay? So far, so good. Tom, husband, Kelly, wife, and Richard is Tom's father. You got me? You follow me?
Yeah.
Now, Patricia is Richard's wife. Okay, so Patricia is Richard's wife. That means Patricia is, it's Tom's mother, right? You follow me?
Yeah.
If Richard is Tom's father and Patricia is Richard's wife, that means Patricia is Tom's mother, correct? Great. Now, if Kelly is the wife, Kelly is Richard's? Take your time. Take your time.
Okay, 1 second.
Ok, vamos en español entonces, no importa.
Okay.
No importa. Mira, tenés a Tom y Kelly, ellos son pareja.
Son esposos.
Okay.
Okay.
Son esposos,
Richard
correcto.
Richard es el
Ahora,
papá
Richard es el papá de Tom.
de Tom.
Entonces,
Ahí
si
tenemos.
estos dos son esposos, yo ya voy uniendo de que entonces Richard es el suegro de Kelly, de que Richard es el papá de Tom, ¿correcto? Hasta ahí está la línea 2, no veas nada más.
Patricia
Ahora,
es la
si
mamá
Patricia es la
de Tom.
esposa de Richard, ¿verdad? Correcto, Patricia es la mamá de Tom, Patricia es la suegra de Kelly.
Pero Kelly es Richard. Oh,
Entonces, ¿qué es Kelly de
Richard
Richard?
daughter? No.
Daughter-in-law.
Daughter. There
Daughter-in-
you go. Daughter-in-law. ¿Quién lo dijo? Camilo, ¿verdad?
Sí, yes.
Yeah. Daughter-in-law. Muy bien, Camilo. That's good. Daughter-in-law. ¿Sí? Es la nuera de Richard. Buen reading, Camilo. Good job, Andy. Okay. Correcto. Okay, perfect. Now let's take a look at the numbers. We know the numbers. We know them all. We're going to practice kind of fast. Okay. So Denzel, read this number.
961.
No.
961. 961.
900. But don't say 961. 961. Okay. We're going to read it properly. Okay.
Okay.
And remember, one more time, the reason why we're going to review numbers is because eventually you're going to have to talk money, right? You got to talk about money. And when it comes to money, you need to get your numbers right. You're going to have that money conversation either with the bank or whatever company that is providing you with a service. So if you're going to talk about money or balance or past due amounts, you need to understand numbers and you also need to express numbers correctly. Okay, so let's practice that. Andy,
I
go
got
ahead
it.
and read this number. Let's
Yeah.
read this number, Andy.
$6,203.
There you go.
Dollar.
6,203.
Oh, dije dólar.
Just a number. Yeah, just a number. 6,203, right? And that's the great thing about numbers. We have the same order. In English and Spanish, it's the same, right? Like it's the same in Spanish. 6,203, 6,203. Like we keep the same order. And that's a great thing. We just have to remember the order, right? Okay, so Camilo, we have this one. Go ahead.
And 10,489.
Good. 10,489. But another thing that we need to practice, Camilo, to read the numbers as fluent as possible. Okay. So right now you read the number and it was like if you were trying to figure out the amount. Now let's go ahead and read that fluently. 10,489. Go ahead.
10,489.
That's better. One more time. 10,489.
10,489.
There you go. And the more you practice that, the better it sounds, right? 10,489. Marco, go ahead and read this number.
50,888.
15,888. Good job. Andy, go ahead.
25,367.
25,367. There you go. Camilo, go ahead.
250,000 and 698.
That 98. There you go. Perfect. 250,698. Now let's go ahead and try to read it more fluently, right? 250,698.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And 2,000.
No.
And
200.
250, 680,
No.
90,
250,000. Okay, 250,000. Remember, we keep the same order in Spanish, right? 250,000. Okay, 250,000. The same order. That doesn't change, right? 250,698.
250,688.
98, right?
98.
But don't say age. 8. 98. There you go.
98.
698. Andy, go ahead.
320,001.
As simple as that. 320,001. Good. Denzel, go ahead.
605,324.
There you go. 605,324. Andy, go ahead.
1,324,666.
Okay, try to say 6. 666.
Okay, again. 1,324,666.
There you go, right? It's the same thing. We keep the same order in like Spanish and English is the same order, right? 1,324,666. Good.
It's easy. Yeah.
Camilo, let's
It's
finish
just
with this one.
practice.
It's the same order, right? That's the great thing about numbers. We keep the same order. So no problem with that. Camilo, go ahead and read this number.
2,253,999.
999, right?
999.
2,253,999, right? Perfect. That's good. So guys, one of the things that you have to start doing is to practice the numbers constantly. Like you could use ChatGPT to generate 10 or 20 random numbers from 1 to 1,000,000, and then you read them. Okay, you read them. 1,455,000. I don't know. Like you read the number, right? 725, 8,024, 100,000, and you read the numbers. Another practice that you can do is to say the numbers from 1 to 1,000,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100,
¿Qué parte está en
1,000,
la plataforma?
10,000, 10,000. Yeah, but you have to practice it every day, right? I know it's in the platform. Yeah, it's in the one, but this is something you have to practice every day. If you can practice 20 numbers every day, but complex numbers like this 1,000,000 type of thing,
Yeah,
right? You're going to get the numbers because you have to learn how to read them. I know you know them, okay? You're in intermediate. I know you know them, right? What you have to do now is to get agile, to be faster at understanding the numbers and also read the numbers. Because again, you're going to have this bank conversation, Andy, right? You're going to talk about money with a customer service representative or with a bank representative, and you should be able to talk numbers straight with no hesitation. Does that make sense?
Actually, in my job, we usually use numbers, because
it's real
we gotta
life.
count how many doors we have and something
There you
like
go.
that.
That's exactly what happens, right? In real life. This is real life. So the better you get at this, will be better for those scenarios. Okay, guys, so I'll see you on Friday. People are coming from for the other schedule, so I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day. And see you on Friday, guys, for the last round of the week. Take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Recuerda suscribirte a nuestro canal y activar las notificaciones para estar al tanto de todo nuestro contenido. De igual forma, recuerda dejar en los comentarios cualquier tema o aspecto del idioma inglés que te gustaría que abordáramos en nuestros siguientes videos.